So I'm going to share again. Let me know when you see my screen.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
see it.
Yeah, okay. So for this visualization, I can just format what to many things. Like for this, I can just go to format button, this one. And for this, first is I can write border and shadow is okay. So for title, I can write as here top 5, or you can write as most visitor by destinations, or you can change the title as here. Go to this formatting. You can change the color, white. Instead of, you can also change the font. And now I am going to one more thing for data label. So now I'm open the data label and see the value 3446, 3447. This is a top 5. And the same way, I remove this one x-axis and a y-axis, both the things. So go to in this table, x-axis, I can only remove the title. I don't need to remove this name only. Name is there, but for y-axis, I can remove all the things. This also. So I can just open, go to here, till down, title also off, and then I can off the y-axis because I don't need a y-axis. So now the value will be there, and see the value is not good as a number. I want as in percentage. Okay, so I'm just clicking on this, and for this total visitor, I can write the show value as percentage of grand total. I can write as percentage, and see the value will be in percentage, but I need as a ascending order. So for this, sort by destination country. See, sort by destination country, and see the New Zealand is the highest, Nepal is the second highest, Egypt is the third highest, Colombia is the fourth, and China is the fifth highest. So for this, your measure is ready. So first you have to make the measure into the table, and then you can format into visualization. That is the best way. And same way, I just click on this format and format painter, and see the value will be automatically saved. So right now it's a top 5, it's a your top 3 or bottom 3. So you can just need to change only the title. Everything would be same. So you can write it here as bottom least visitor by destinations. Okay. So now any doubt till here? Anyone? Okay. So now I'm going to
Harsh,
move. Yeah. Tell me.
Harsh, can we increase the font size of a New Zealand, Nepal,
Yeah.
Egypt?
Everything you can done just a formatting. Okay. You can just do the formatting. See X this thing into the x-axis. So you can directly move into x-axis. Go to down. Okay. Go to down. There is a text size. So you can increase the text size. See. Okay, same way you can increase the text size of data model, data label as well as. So I'm not doing just all the formatting. You can do because you are making the practice on it. I'm going to increase the size. See, the size will be increasing, as well as you can change the font of the size as well as color also. You can choose the color black. So for just one graph, you can change the size. For this second graph, you can just format painter and click on this. See, the value will be the same. Okay, so you don't need to do the formatting again and again. Just do the formatting in your one chart, and same formatting you can use with another chart. That is the
And हर्ष
benefit
ये भी
of
possible
Power.
है क्या?
Yeah, tell me.
Is it possible कि आप एक चार्ट पे आपने कर्सर आपने क्लिक किया और उस पे दूसरा विजुअलाइजेशन कुछ दिख रहा है?
सर हर चीज हो जाएगी सर, सारी चीज पॉसिबल है, उसे टूल टिप कहते हैं। वो अभी थोड़ा एंड में मैं आपको बताऊंगा, आज नहीं।
ओके
बस नेक्स्ट क्लास में उसे टूल टिप कहते हैं, ड्रिल थ्रू कहते हैं। जब आप जैसे ही आप न्यूजीलैंड पे क्लिक करोगे तो आपको न्यूजीलैंड का सारा डाटा शो कर जाएगा, उसे टूल टिप कहते
ओके
हैं। एंड देन वी कैन डू ऑल द थिंग, बट इन जस्ट वन क्लास आई एम फोकसिंग ऑन द सेम थिंग. All the
या
things
श्योर
will be
श्योर
covered. Okay. So no worry about that. In this our session, all the things will be covered. Total 10 weeks. So now time by time. See, the first this thing is over. This one is over. Just a minute. Yeah. So next thing is analyzing the customer profile. When I go to this one. Okay. So now, yeah. So for this visualization, our visualization means our two destination is ready. So now I'm going to do as age demographic. So for age demographic, I think we have already done the task of age group. Where is the age group? Yesterday we do, I think, age group.
एज ग्रुप आई थिंक नहीं किया था.
I think किया था कल. If function I can use. Let me just check. Okay, no worry, we can do now. So for this, you can go to your customer table and see in the age you have a total number of 22, and right now I want to give my age into this way, like 5 to 25 is a gents, 26 to 40 millennials, 41 to 50 gents, and 51 to this one. We can use this function rating. Okay, so for this I can use a one more important function. For this, go to this and add a new column. Right now I need to add a new column, so I just click on new column in the customer table, because we have a age group in the customer, so I can use a new column in the customer table. And for this I can write as age group. You have to just shift enter, and then you can write the function here. See, in the Excel we can write a if function. Same way you can write logical text. Logical text means if dim customer column table is equal to or greater than or equal to 51, then we need this one. Starting with the highest 51, greater than or equal to, then we need a boomer. So we click if the dim customer table for the age, if the value is greater than or equal to 51, then we need as boomers. Okay, it is your condition. This one is your condition for was that if this column is greater than or equal to 51, then the result is true is boomers. Okay, so if you have only just two conditions, you can use true or false. If you have multiple conditions, then you can write the same thing with again. Okay, see, if you have only just two conditions, only two means suppose you have only just two range, one is yes or one is no, so you can use one if function just one time. And if you have a multiple condition, like from 51 to 60 you can use this, from 40 to 50 this you can use this, 30 to 40 this, 10 to 20 this, there's a multiple function. So for every time you can use if function and it result with a true only. And at the end of the end of the option you can use just a false function, and then click on just your enter. So now I can just click on if again. Logical text means dim customer age, and right now my age is 41, means greater than or equal to 41. And now I need greater than or equal to 41 is gents, so I just click on gents, and you can just write a new thing. If dim age greater than or equal to 26, then the value will be millennials. INT. Okay. And the last thing, if age, right now we are using 5 to 25 means less than or equal to 5. Less than or equal to 25, then we need as GENG. click just one time, second time, third time, fourth time. Why we need four? Because for one function, second for second, third for third, and fourth for four. And now you can just click on enter this column, group name as age group, and it will be executed. See, Jans, date wise. So now when I go to my visualization, improve just a
Uh,
table. So for this
Sorry to
table,
interrupt
just
you,
use a
Harsh.
group. Yeah, tell me.
Harsh, I believe like the conditions what you have given in your Excel, it says like 5 to 25. So in that case, like we do have our calculations different. Because here
See,
is less than or equal to 25 equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 also.
sorry, actually, I
So can
cannot listen your voice. Could you please tell me
no,
again?
what I mean to say is the calculation here is saying less than or equal to 25, wherein our condition is between 5 to 25 as per your table. So this one calculates even age 1, 2, 3, and 4 also.
Mhm. Yeah, actually, see, in this condition, we have a 5 to 25. I can just give a simple range for this, but in our range, we don't have a value of less than 5. Okay, so there is a reason. Yeah, you can use
Okay.
just a simple thing as well as, because less than or equal 25, it will also calculate 1 to 0 to less than 25. But in this, our criteria, we don't have any range for 5. Okay, so highest range we have a 90. So there is a reason. Okay,
And also I have another question here. Like if
highest
that
range.
is the case, we can ignore. I mean, like if all the above condition is true, whatever the output it has to come, it will come. Else the false condition is anyhow it's Gen Z. Am I right?
Yeah,
So we need
yeah,
not to type that less than or
yeah,
equal to
yeah. This
25 at
also.
all.
Yeah, you
Because
can done. Yeah, you can
yeah.
done this also. You can just suppose this three condition as a true and this is a false, so you can write as a this condition into false. Okay,
Yeah,
you
just a
need to
comma
just
and that one, right?
okay. Let me just go to this one.
Now, I'm just checking because I don't know like whether this
Yeah,
works
yeah, it's
as
working.
if like an
One,
Excel
two.
or it is
No,
a
no,
different.
it's working. See,
Oh,
see, it's
thanks,
working.
Harsh.
Okay, so for this you can do anything with see for power in this function in this dex query. You can just understand, and if you understand, you can follow. Suppose one or two times you are wrong, but for third time you can write. Okay, and for this you can write as see age group, and right now I need age group wise visitor. So age group wise visitor, you can write it here as age group wise visitor, and for the same thing I need a visualization for this. So just click on this, copy, and just paste it here. And for this you can use this one. Yeah, age wise, and just click on this format and just formatting. See, total visitor, all country by age group, or you can just write as title only, you can change.
Harsh, if you don't mind, can you also suggest us or explain us? I mean to say the categories which you have defined in your Excel sheet, right?
Okay.
Like 5 to 25,
See, this
or
category is a question. I cannot define. This category is just a question. Everyone give you a question. Okay. You cannot define by your own. I can define my category by just a Google only. Because in Google we have a age group category. Small category we can write it as name as gens. Okay. So this is my condition to analyze only. Category would be
no,
anything.
no. No, my question was different actually. So if
Uh-huh.
you can also show us, like you have put in the if function, right?
Uh-huh.
And you have calculated the categories. I mean to say what value falls under which category, right? However, this is not in between. I mean to say, if we exact need to calculate in between, I mean to say 5 to 25 or 26 to 40,
Uh-huh.
right? So how would we calculate? Because there are the situations, or there are the calculation required in the data where
Uh-huh.
you actually need to calculate the values in between two different numbers, right? So if you can also show us how would we calculate that, then it will be easier to understand.
See, just a simple thing. When we take the name as group, okay, See, for this example, for dim customer table, I can go into this. See, for this customer table, if you need to calculate by a age group, okay, right? If you need by calculate by age group, means you can just calculate. See, the same thing you can use here also. See, 22 is a stated in gens. Okay, so when I click on this and go to boomers right now, I'm just booking the boomer, and the value will be 13,237. So right now in the Power BI also, the value will be 13,237. The value will be same. So you have to knowledge about that how to calculate only just a single criteria, right? So for single criteria, you can use this function. See, where is the function? Like, yeah, this function. Same function you can use in the Malaysia visitor. I can use a calculate total visitor filter. Instead of origin country, you can write the name of dim customer, and for dim customer you can write the name of age group, and for this you can just download. I can write it here for you. Just click on this new measure. See, it is not a one function, it is a many function. Calculate, you can just write it as here boomers visitor. So instead of filter it out, right now I need a dim all visitor, and right now I use a dim customer table, and then filter expression is dim age group, this one. And for this age group you can write it as boomers, and just
Harsh, I have a question in this.
yes, tell me.
Can shall we have a slicer kind of a thing where I believe that would be more clear? Like if in case if we have a slicer of this age category, which will be interacted with all the other visualization, right? So if I move the slicer to 22 age or 15 age or whatever it is, it will give me an appropriate count of that respective age category. I believe this would suffice the requirement here. I mean, like, is that the same question? What was from
Your voice is see, your voice is breaking.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm just saying that if we have a slicer kind of a thing, like where it will give me if I move the slicer to the age 20, or if I move the slicer to age 15, it will give me an appropriate count of what is the number of visitors or who and all the category of that respective age has visited. Instead of going through the measure, will that would work out here?
Let me just give you a solution for this. See, when you're working in your company, okay, they don't want, I think they don't want, because I am working, okay, I have complete movie multiple of like 52 plus project I am working in this last 3 years. Okay, so in my company, no one can ask me to that you can range as 0 to 15 or you can range as 0 to 20. They can give us category. Okay, everyone knows this is a what can I say? This is a mandatory.
I totally understand your point. I totally understand. It was just a doubt.
We can write the slicer for this also. We can write the slicer for this also. Don't worry, you can write it here as the same thing. I can go to here, name customer. Okay, just a minute. I will give you a for solution for this also. You can write age group copy, and for dim customer, you can go to dim customer, add a new column. And write it the same function. So instead of boomer, you can write it here 51 to greater or greater than 51. Greater than 51, and instead of gens, you can write it as 41 to 50, and instead of millennials, you can write it as 26 to 40. And instead of gens, you can write as less than 25. Okay, and when you click on enter, sorry, I can write as this name. age breakup and click on just enter. See, the value will be there and you can write it here with the slicer. Just go to this, copy and just paste it. Okay, so for this age group, you can use as age breakups. See, okay. Now your question is done or not? Anything?
Yeah, I was just trying to clarify that. Is it possible to use a slicer? That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I
it is
understand your
possible.
point.
Everything, yeah,
I just
everything
want
would be
to
possible.
clarify that.
But this does not look great. Okay, this does not. This is only valid for
Exactly,
a
because we
tabular presentation.
normally
No, this is only
Yeah,
valid for a tabular presentation. When you do the in Excel, you can work. But Power BI is used for visualization. So visualization is better for that way, like this way. Okay, because everyone knows 0 to 10, 10 to 20 is a very just a old task. You want to move into new condition. Okay,
yeah,
this is very old task. In Excel, we can everyone you can use 0 to 10, 10 to 11 to 20, 20, 20 to 30. This kind of range we can use in Excel. But in Power BI also we can use. But this one is a new task. So I will only teach you to which is important for you right now. Okay, because when you go into company, which is important because we have a just 10 weeks course. Okay, so that is the reason that I can cover all the things which is important, which is basic and which is something not important, then I will not teach you. Okay, because every time when you make practice, you can do all the things. Okay, so now you can understand this thing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now I move to third. Age group is done. So now for a gender. So for gender, we have a two gender only, the male and female. Just a minute, guys. So for this, go to Power BI, this new screen. For this, we have a gender. We have a total of two gender and we have a visitor. See, can you tell me guys how to calculate just a female and male gender? How to calculate? Instead of this table, instead of just one column, how to calculate? I just show you 2 times right now. Can you tell me any function? Just a simple, you can use for key measure, you can use just a calculate function because calculate is a very important function in our Power BI. I want just a female visitor. Okay, so for female visitor, you can use a calculate total visitor and filter it out. Filter it out from table name is dim customer table and write the table column name. See, filter return a table that means we filtered. So we need to filter dim customer table and filter expression is a gender. This table and click on just equal to as a email. Second and click on just enter. So right now this function gave us only just a female customer and second I can write as a
And
new
हर्ष हम ये क्या कैलकुलेशन हम ये फैक्ट टेबल से भी कर सकते हैं क्या?
ये वाला फंक्शन या
हाँ जी
लेकिन यहाँ पे फिर आपको फिल्टर की जगह डिस्टिंक्ट काउंट लगाना पड़ेगा. फिल्टर नहीं लगा सकते बिकॉज फिल्टर फंक्शन इज ओनली कैलकुलेट विद द ओनली जस्ट अ डिम टेबल. अगर आप इसको फैक्ट टेबल से करोगे तो आपको डिस्टिंक्ट काउंट लगाना पड़ेगा.
अच्छा, आप ये एक बार डिम टेबल एक बार आप डिम टेबल दिखा सकते हैं जहाँ पर आपने डिम टेबल ये क्रिएट किया इनके लिए,
ये ना
फीमेल और मेल वाला.
ये डिम कस्टमर age group customer ID and gender. We have already yesterday we create the dim customer.
राइट. सो ये डिम कस्टमर में जो आपने लिया है कस्टमर आईडी, इसमें भी टोटल नंबर ही होगा ना जो 66 समथिंग हमारा आ रहा था.
या इसमें भी टोटली नंबर है बट इसमें यूनिक वैल्यू है सारी. So that is the reason we can only use a filter by a dim customer only. Because in the fact table, filter function cannot use distinct function. You can use a distinct count. Okay, because see in the female you have a number of 66,000, but for the female table you have a distinct count used. Na? First I need to just use with the second.
What I understand is that from the table, you're just filtering out the female gender alone on that dim customer table. Am I right?
Yeah, right. You are right. Absolutely. This is the right thing. See, just a minute. I will explain you. For this, I just need to create two things. Just click on table. This one. And we have a female visitor and we have a male visitor. And we have a total visitor. Go to female, this one. Now see, why I using a filter? Go to this table and go to the fact table. This fact table. Okay. So in this fact table, you have count the same thing, but when you go to the gender, where is gender? Yeah, see in this gender. So when you use the filter function into this gender, the filter function contain the all the value. It means it does not contain the male and female. It contain all the value. Okay. But when you're using just a gender wise, just a female or male, you can use here distinct count, because in this distinct count, you have used two things. One is male and one is female. So then you can use a female or anything. So that is the better way to you can use a dim function, because dim table for the filter function.
So
Because
dim
it is
table में
very
आपका
easy.
duplicate values नहीं है, right?
राइट, डिम टेबल में हमारी डुप्लीकेट वैल्यू नहीं है, जो कि हमारे प्रोजेक्ट के लिए बहुत इजी होता है. दैट इज द रीजन इन द स्टार्टिंग आई विल ऑलवेज स्प्लिट माय फैक्ट टेबल इनटू 2 or 3 dim table, because every time we need a customer, country, or this kind of data we need. See in this destination we need a country wise data, we have a customer wise, we have a hotel name wise, and same is the way that customer you have a separate table, country you have a separate table, and location also you have a separate table, so that you can create. So that is the
नहीं,
reason
मेरा
that in-
question
Yeah, tell me.
इसलिए था because every time what we are doing, we are taking the distinct count, right?
Mhm.
Or either we are taking it from the dim table.
Okay.
My question is, there are the data sets where we require the entire entries. I mean to say, if I am taking an example of from my department, right? We take new hires count, right?
Mhm.
How would you take new hire counts? There may have the duplicate entries because the people are rehiring. Right, so people are getting rehired. So it is not that if employee IDs are duplicate, so we need to remove them every time. Because if we need to take accurate new hires in the company, right? So
See,
how would we
employee
take?
ID,
We
see,
have to
why-
take the
See why we have a, suppose if you have a one person hire, the one person hiring is the, suppose right now, suppose in the month of September, if one person hiring and his email ID is employee ID is 102, and in the month of suppose October he left the job from your company, and next time if he hire, the customer is employee ID not be, it is equal to 102, his employee ID will be different. Okay, so that is the reason you can
So-
just count by an employee ID, because employee ID is a unique.
Actually, every organization has different process and policies, right? So there may have possibility that organization is hiring at the same with the same
No,
employee
sir,
code,
sir,
right?
it is
So
not possible. It is not.
Yes, you are
possible
right.
in
No, no,
every
no.
organization.
He's right. He's right. Like I was in Genpact. So
Hmm.
in Genpact, like hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, in Genpact, if a person is like left, and if he hire after, like if he got a job in after 2 years or 3 years, so it may be possible कि like his employee ID would be same.
Okay. See, listen. If
Yeah.
if
होता
his
है
employee
actually,
ID
कुछ
will be
organizations में होता है ऐसा ना.
okay.
हाँ,
So
ये
you-
Genpact में ऐसा है.
Yeah, so you can use a different measure for this, like for the suppose different criteria. Is there any every person, suppose in Genpact, if you use a employee ID, is that suppose the same employee ID for a multiple time if the same person joining, okay, but there is a different criteria also in this organization, okay, so you can use that criteria, not by employee ID, you can use that criteria, because this one,
Okay.
because every organization has a one way to do. Suppose they will provide you employee ID, but maybe some of the ID is a different, maybe some ID, because in Jetpack there is a multiple ID generated in the, suppose your hiring date or your hiring month or your hiring designation as well as, okay. So there is a different way, so you can analyze on that time. If you have suppose if you have any real time, you can send it to me, so I can give you a solution for this, okay. If you have real time
Sure.
any option for this, you can send it to me on WhatsApp, so I can cover in this lecture with you directly, so everyone can feel that yeah, this is correct, okay. If you have the in a real time, you can send it to me on any
No,
time.
see,
You
in that situation, can't we use count function? I mean to say simply, not the string count. We can take the count function
No,
in
no,
that
no, no,
situation.
no. If we count the function, see, count function, you can either use a if count if function. Maybe I will let you
Okay,
know,
okay.
because see, count function, the count the no total number of column. Here is a duplicate, triplicate, four duplicate. All the things will be there in the count function, and in the distinct count, only the unique value is given. So there is any other reason as well,
Okay,
as because you have to use a related table for this. I will tell you in future, because we have a sales table data in which we have a same thing, same common thing where we cover, okay. Because there is a multiple columns as well as, this is very advanced. Just see, if you have just a real example, so you can send it to me, I will cover in the next meeting, okay. Or I can found, if
sure,
there
sure.
any reason, then I will send you what is the option we can use, because yes, we does not use a count or distinct count for this function. But you tell in me like the hiring employee ID is the same for a two times. Suppose if a person hiring October, the employee ID will be the same, and then the person hiring the next October, the employee ID will be the same. But yes, if employee ID will be the same, I think then we will do some of the conditional formatting for this, that what is the condition, or we can use a two criteria. Right now in the calculate function, I let me tell you, see in this mail criteria, I can use a filter by a one criteria, or you can use a filter by a second criteria as well as. Just go to comma and see, when you go to the filter, it will also tell you the filter two. Means the first filter is dim customer gender table, and second filter is you can use a different filter. Like I can use mail, I can use a total visitor mail count. First is a mail count, and second was mail count by just the New Zealand only. So I just need to dim here as a dim country, origin country or destination country, and then I can write as destination country is equal to New Zealand. First I need to check the New Zealand spelling.
Harsh, I think you are behind New Zealand all the time. There is no New Zealand at all.
Yeah, New Zealand. Okay.
You have interest to go to New Zealand.
Yeah, actually New Zealand is a higher. That is the reason. One, two, and three. Two only. One and two. Okay. And click on just enter. See, here is we can use a multiple condition for this. Okay. So if there any condition for your data, see right now the mail visitor only for New Zealand 1740. Okay. So you can add multiple condition into this. I can just use new measure. That is why BI tool is an intelligence tool. So you can use anything in your destination or requirement. In the same function, we can use a 3 or 4 condition. That is why filter is a very main function. Filter and calculate, these two functions.
कैलकुलेट के बाद आपने टोटल विजिटर ऑल कंट्रीज ये आपने लिया
ये
है
मेजर
already.
है, ये
Okay.
सिर्फ मेजर है, नॉट
ये
अ
measure
कॉलम.
है
दिस इज अ मेजर.
मतलब जो नंबर वैल्यू जो उठा रहा है राइट
राइट, जो टोटल आपकी वैल्यू उठा रहा है ये वाली 66,535, ये वैल्यू उठा रहा है और इसको फिल्टर कर रहा है विद कस्टमर टेबल से,
फिल्टर
क्योंकि
कर रहा है
जेंडर कस्टमर टेबल से जेंडर कॉलम में ओनली मेल.
मेल
या
ऑलराइट
सो क्लिक ऑन वन मोर टेबल.
आपका ये मेल विजिटर चेंज नहीं हुआ आई थिंक ना
हो गया.
आपने वो फिल्टर किया था ना
अच्छा, वो मैंने
न्यूजीलैंड के
उसका
साथ
नाम चेंज नहीं किया था. राइट.
Okay.
Okay, so our this task, maybe let me check in Excel. Gender wise, our
So-
task is different. Now we are moving to third one. Yeah, tell me any doubt.
Not doubt, but
Mhm.
I mean to say for everything you have to create a new measure, right?
Yeah.
Matlab, whatever you want to see in the visualization or
Mhm.
you want to put in the visualization, you will have to calculate first.
Because why? You know why? Because measure is reusable. Suppose for this sheet, this is just a summary sheet. If I need to go to one page and I select only just a suppose Malaysia country data. So I just need to put it as a Malaysia and then all the Malaysia data will be there. If I created one time measure only, then this measure is reusable for different sheet or different column or different destination. So that is the reason for every time I can use a measure. Okay, and see
Okay.
for the next thing, now we need this one. Go to page second. So right now we have a date table, not this one because we have a dim date. This one. Go to this year. Go to year select, and for this year you have a total visitor. See, we have a year wise count. So right now we need that how much percentage of a visitor increase year by year. How much percentage? Suppose in 2010 we have a 4797. In 2011 there is a 5309. So we need increasing percentage or decreasing percentage in this data for a visualization. Means a percentage change of visitor by year or by day as well as month as well as you can calculate anything for that. Okay. So for this, what you need to count? Tell me, what is the option of count? What is the first step? Tell me, what is the first step? Just think. See, we have a year 2010 to 19 and we have a total visitor for every year. So what is the option to calculate the change in visitor by percentage? So what is the option in your mind? The first option you can do. First thing, the starting point is what? Tell me anyone.
We can segregate the data based upon percentage.
Segregate the, no, this is not. We have to calculate a two measure for this, two or three measure. Okay. So first step in your mind is what? That you have to calculate by a last year visitor. Means last year function you have to calculate here. So I just move into this, go to new measure. So for this I can use here last year visitor. And for this, you can use the same way, calculate function. Because calculate is a very important function in our Power BI. Total visitor, filter it out. So right now, I'm going to filter via date. So guys, meeting will be end in just 1 minute. You can join in just 1 minute, then we can start again. Maybe this function is not completed, okay? So just wait for 1 or 2 minutes, then you can join again for this meeting. Okay.